What's going on? What's going on? This is Marcus with the Horror Strain Podcast. Here with partner in crime, Hector.
What's up?
And this is the first podcast of 2019. And I think the first horror film to be released in theaters. We're talking about Escape Room. And I am already forgetting the director's name. I should have had you pull it up. That's one of the things we gotta learn here. So when we do these podcasts, we've been smoking a few bowls basically. So right now we're gonna get caught up here, just so I can at least say the director's name because I totally went blank. Directed by Adam Robitel. Hopefully I'm not saying that wrong. You can find him on Instagram. The last horror film he did was the latest Insidious, The Last Key. This is his second film as far as I know. I think what has he directed? Insidious, Last Key. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like his he directed The Taking of Deborah, Logan. Okay, cool. So he has some horror cred. Insidious was not the greatest chapter of that franchise, but still merits some entertainment value.
I did not like it.
But you hated it. Yeah, it's not good. I can't sit here and say Last Key was good in a franchise that has
Absolutely.
really strong installments.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Part 1 and 2 of Insidious are great. But that's how good those were, and that anyone who took over from James Wan, how you compare with James Wan.
Oh, right. Can't live up to it.
And I just realized too, we're recording on my phone right now, and I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode, so hopefully this doesn't get interrupted. All right, Escape Room. You saw this opening night, right?
Yeah.
Opening night, and I just saw it this morning. It's Sunday. I saw it on a Sunday morning. He saw it on Thursday night when it opened. I guess we'll just jump right into it. What did you think of it?
I thought it was enjoyable. I really did. I no idea what this was about or going into it. A friend hit me up, said, "Hey, I'm gonna go catch it." I was like, "Sure." Didn't even look into what it was. I had no expectations going into this. But I didn't like opening scene though. That didn't captivate me. I felt it was like it was like too straight to DVD or something.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wasn't really buying it. It's too fast. I don't know what was going on. I'm like, all right.
It does kind of just drop you into the moment.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And then like 3 days. The 3 previous days after that.
Correct. And then we're going into it, and then like we get to here we're getting to know the characters, and each story one another, but how it's all kind of coming together. Mm-hmm. That's what started captivating me. The mystery. That's what I'm a sucker for. Like what the hell is all this about? Okay, you got me. How is it that we're getting all these guys together? What is it that they have in common? And as the story unfolded, to me it got like I did get transfixed, but just like any other horror flick, right? You've seen this done before a million times, whatever. Yeah, exactly. But creatively, as a film, I enjoyed that. I really did, man.
I think that's the biggest, because we'll go into other elements like casting and all that, but just with the film itself, yeah, the opening scene, I was like, oh boy, because January and February is usually dumping grounds for studios to drop the stuff that it's whatever.
Like we don't know what to do with this. Let's see what happens.
You see a lot of shit horror films come out in January, February, and but you're starting to see a trend break in that. I think there's a lot of good movies that are starting to drop in January and February. But in general, this was Escape Room. I thought the trailer looked fun, and I was just like, I'll go see it. But is there any expectation it's actually going to be good? There was none. Absolutely not. I was like, it's probably going to be shit. I learned a long time ago. You can't trust these fucking trailers, man.
They show you everything.
Like Priest. When Priest came out, that trailer, man, I was like, this is going to change cinema.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to change the fucking game. And then I saw it, and I was like, nah, man, I think that was it. That's why I said I can't trust these trailers no more.
You can't.
And so with Escape Room, back in the day, I probably would have been like, I'm pumped for this fucking movie. It looks dope.
Absolutely.
But now it's like, I'm an adult now,
And it's also, what threw me off completely? Cool. Like, this is what, I shouldn't have done this, but I saw the movie ticket, and it said PG-13, and right there I was thrown off.
And that's another thing.
I was like, fuck, man.
PG-13. So with that said, walked in, and then right away, the first scene, I was like, okay, this is kind of a clunky way to start. I get it. You're trying to be intense and just pull the viewer in. But I was like, it's not exactly executed right.
No, yeah. They could,
But then after that, You jump into the story. It's introducing you to some of the characters, not all of them,
right?
But you're getting introduced.
And I like how they did that as well, creatively. Let's show you 3 here, and then you'll find everybody else.
The film is shot very well.
Yes,
the movie has a very polished and very stylish look to it. The colors pop. Mm-hmm. It just has a very good cinematic feel to it, and that's what I can appreciate that.
Yeah, because
there's a lot of horror movies that come out that are shit 100% through. It doesn't even have a cool look to it.
Dude.
It has a fucked up look to it. Has a stupid storyline. Whack. But this, I always appreciate when a movie looks. It has a studio budget. You're like, okay, all right. But with that said, still, the movie, I will say I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked it, and I did not. I liked it way more than I thought I would. To the point where, the movie leaves you with a sequel opening, and I kind of want to see the sequel. I want to see what happens. So I was impressed with that, and that's why, going in knowing it was this guy's second or third horror film, I was like, Insidious Last Key wasn't that great. This is PG-13. It's coming out in January. All expectations point to it being a shit film, but it was fun. It was cool. I liked the characters in it.
Great casting.
Still, it's not like it's not a classic horror film or anything like that. No, there's some fucking stupid character choices. There's loopholes in the story. Like it's not perfect, but it's entertaining.
That's all it is.
It's fucking entertaining.
That's all it is.
I guess we should. I should say in these podcasts. There's gonna be spoiler alerts and all that, so you better fucking, if you haven't seen the movie, because I want to get into little details of things I like about the movie. So all these fucking podcasts are spoiler alerts,
absolutely,
right? Because I'm not going to censor myself. I'm gonna say what I want. I'm not worried about you viewers because you're already listening, but please keep coming back. Like I like the DMT scene or the drug scene. And that one escape, I was like, that's something I've never seen before. I don't think they've ever done anything like that in Saw either, where it's like these two characters are tripping balls trying to solve the room.
My favorite was the Upside Down room.
The Upside Down room was fucking great.
That
was interesting filming.
Yes, that's what I mean. Creatively, how do you shoot something like that?
How do you not get confused?
Absolutely.
How do you not make? I was looking for mistakes and shit.
That,
like what's not upside down with it? And I was like, nah, man, they fucking nailed it.
They nailed it completely. That's why I give it credit.
It was creative.
It was cool. Yes,
they got very creative with each room.
Absolutely,
starting from the first one, the fucking oven. And then I knew that after this is going to involve some cold shit. And they're stuck in winter mode. Like the way the rooms were handled were very fucking cool. I dug that, and that's where they got creative. Like it was stylish filmmaking.
Yeah.
Each room had an epic look to it. The rooms weren't big, but they shot it in a way, they dressed it up in a way where it's just like, man, this has it has an epic quality to it. An epic quality. But by no means perfect. But it's fucking. It was fun.
No, it was. I even liked the reveal, how the whole strangers on a train. Like we all kind of have something in common, and what that is, and they're all the sole survivor.
The lone survivor.
Like that's cool. You know what I mean? And then it's like, okay, let me show you
the
all.
Most lucky? Yeah, who's the most luckiest?
Cool. That's also creative.
Yeah, it's a cool little creative concept.
So bravo. Yeah.
The fact that they can comment on that in the screenplay. That's why there's a lot of cool touches. Even though you find out there's a mastermind behind all this. We don't see his face. It's almost he's like a Jigsaw character.
Right.
Like this movie does borrow a lot from Jigsaw from the Saw franchise, but that's another thing I can say that's very entertaining and a surprise film for me because the Saws I got kind of tired of. Where that concept is tired. That it almost became a cliche of itself. Mm. And even that last movie, Jigsaw, was supposed to reinvent the fucking franchise, and it didn't. It was just like, this is just another caca movie.
Yep.
But so we've seen this type of storytelling before with the mastermind pulling the strings, the puppet master and shit. But with this one, it's just like they did it in an entertaining way. That's why I said I can see a sequel to this. Like with the Saws, I don't care if I see another Saw film again.
I can actually see this kind of like The Purge, where the sequel, if done right, could be way better than the original.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
They planted a good seed with this one.
Yeah,
and I hope it does well. That's why I will say, go see it. Well, if you've already seen the movie, if you're listening to this podcast, but it's a good one. Yeah. I want to see more of this world building, even though yes, it's shit we've seen before. But I'm not gonna fault it for that because it's presented in a nice package. Like and you know what's cool too? You know what this kind of goes off topic. I like seeing movies where there might be a character actor here and there, but it's all fresh new faces.
Yes.
That's what I liked about this. I didn't really know who was going to come out the hero of this one, just because you're not emotionally tied when there's certain actors cast. Especially in the horror genre, they like to utilize the same actors. You know, they kind of get their horror cred by being in multiple horror films, these actors or directors. But in this one, it's like it was all fresh faces. So now it's going to be interesting to see, okay, who from this film is going to branch off and become something in movies? Maybe none of them, but maybe one of them will. But it was refreshing to see a movie that isn't star-laden. You know, where it's just hella actors and shit. I like you have Deborah Ann Wool from True Blood and fucking Punisher and Daredevil, who, you know, she was cool in those, but I liked her in this, and now I got a little bit of a crush on her. I want to see her in more things. Like, she kind of held my presence. She has presence. Yeah. She felt like a female badass in that movie.
She was, and it's almost like the hope of the team was her.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? And
I thought it was going to be her who ties it together, but it wasn't. When she's gone, it's like, no.
Then it all hits the fan after that, bro.
After she's gone, too, it gets fucking worse for them. Exactly. Like, she was holding them together.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, that's what sucked. Like, that was my favorite character.
Yeah,
where you're just like, oh,
you felt it when she died. You're like,
absolutely. Because, you see it. You don't want to believe it. You know what I mean? You're like, nah, it can't be that easy or whatever. But it's just like, yeah, and then it happens, and I'm like, fuck. Because you kind of have hope.
Yeah.
When she hangs on there, you're like, oh shit. But then she's like, no, it's cool.
It's kind of an epic badass moment when she jumps on the fucking thing.
And I think that's why that escape room might be, or the one that they were in the upside down. I think that was my favorite. Like, because you had the oven, then you had the cold.
The cold.
And then you went into the upside down.
Upside down.
Right. And then that went to
the poison room.
The poison room.
That's where they all learn collectively their stories,
who they are.
And that was kind of a hit. That was kind of like, for a scene like that, normally you'd be like, oh, this is corny as fuck, because you're like, damn, bro, these all are fucked up stories.
For real.
And they show you hints of it throughout the whole film. You know, they show her in war, they show the plane scene, and
the coal mine, the drunk driving.
You're just like, you felt it. I was like, yeah, this is some heavy storytelling.
And it's a trip how the idea of how one wasn't a lone survivor.
Yeah.
He was a survivor for survival of the fittest. Like, you know what, I'm gonna do what I can to survive.
Yeah.
You know, you throw one of those in there, the alpha male or whatever, dude. That's where things get all fucked up, and that's where good things to drop, little good notes here for stories.
That's what I'm saying.
And
that's
what it is.
It's good story nuggets. I actually cared about the characters in this movie. Yes, I was just rooting for them all to get out of there. Like, I liked all the characters in the film.
Even how the cover-up stories at the end.
The cover-up, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, look at this, how they make it all look. Like, it's all tied in. Like I said, for what it is, it's entertaining.
That's what I'm saying.
PG-13
like to walk into a movie where it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Insidious Last Key, not a great film. So there was no oh, this is a good horror director. And then it's PG-13, it's January. It all indicates this would be a forgettable film, but I came out of it like, that was fucking entertaining. Yeah. I dug it was fun. And the more I think about it now, I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I like that movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Good. Yeah. It was good.
I would watch it again.
Yeah, absolutely. I even
just to see, because I think with these films, maybe you go back around a second time and you'll see something that you didn't decide, knowing.
Well, I'm sure. We'll find loopholes when we watch it again.
Yeah.
But I even like the score. Like, I stayed through the credits, and I was listening to the score at the end, and it was a dope one. So yeah, I love. The movie has a very polished, stylish look to it, and casting was solid. There's a few character actors, there's a few faces there you'll recognize, but they're not enough where you. It's not like having Vince Vaughn in there or something. Right. There's okay, I don't know who. There's a nice. That's what's great about casting if you do it right, is where you don't know who, especially in horror films, who's going to rise up the victor on this one. You don't know. It's nice not... Because a lot of movies are very obvious about it. Where it's like, okay, well, it's War of the Worlds, Tom Cruise is the father. He's going to make it.
Right.
He's going to make it. So, but if you have a War of the Worlds and you cast it with an unknown cast and all that, it's like, okay, well, I have no idea who's going to pull through on this one. I suspect parents are going to die first, you know, but when you cast Tom Cruise, you can't kill the dad. He's got to live.
Gots to.
So I like the casting of this movie. It's casting where it's unknowns, but they all are talented, obviously. I like them. I like in a horror movie when you care about the characters. And that's great that this movie had that, especially with that PG-13 rating.
Yeah.
I forgot that it was just PG-13.
Exactly.
Once I was into it, I was like, I wasn't even tripping about the rating. So yeah. All in all, I mean, should we do a rating system or is it just simple? We just dig it.
I could just say that I was entertained by it.
I was entertained by it. Yeah, like I said,
We
not
do,
classic, but I was entertained by it.
No, but we should. We're going to come up with a grade system.
We got to come up with a grading system,
Something,
yeah.
but as of right now, I was entertained by Escape Room.
Not classic, not going to be in the horror pantheon, but
No, but
it's
like
a good
Buddha,
time at the
cheesy,
movies.
yeah,
like
absolutely.
you could do a lot worse if you just want to see something fast-paced, entertaining, a little bit of emotional levity to it, action, then fucking go see Escape Room. It was fun.
No, just because it's just how creative it was shot. So
Yeah.
just anything, just creatively.
Because after that opening scene, you know, I'm like, fuck, okay, there's gonna be some choppy editing.
I would have
here,
shown something else,
scene, right?
Because I thought like it would have been, because to me, I thought, okay, this is the first guy that dies or whatever, and then it's like, oh no, 3 days earlier, here's this guy, and I'm like, what the fuck? So now I kind of know something.
What I thought it was doing for that opening scene is just showing someone else in a danger. That's like open it up with an extreme.
But then
scene.
I don't know if they thought it would have been too much like Saw with that. But that's exactly what.
But that's
it
the thing.
is.
It's exactly it. This movie definitely feels like okay. You know what? This is what I thought. As soon as it ended, I was like, okay, this would have been dope if this was called Jigsaw instead of the shit that came out.
Oh, nice.
This is something to me where, like, if you had the Saw name on it, you'd reinvent it.
What if that's the route they're going, bro? What if that's Homeboy? That'd be something.
That'd be something. Because they kept that full mystery. You don't know who he is. And he has a
is.
bald head.
Exactly.
Nah, man. That's branching out. Now I gotta go see who the production companies are and shit. Like that. But that's what I'm saying. Like that. It's a very much a Saw movie.
Yeah.
But it's done better than fucking those last 20 Saws that came out.
I even like the little anagram, Dr. Wu-Tang Wu.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he has his own symbol and shit.
Yeah, that box.
Man,
that's
with
dope.
the never-ending staircase or whatnot. Like, those were cool fucking touches, and
that's the kind of horror films that you should be expecting, I think, nowadays, because all the stories have been written, right?
Yeah.
Every single thing. So here's the story. How can we tweak it to make it nowadays?
Just reinvent it.
Exactly.
Man. Just do your own. That's all Tarantino does. Yeah. I love Tarantino, but let's be honest. That's all he takes the genres he loves and he reinvents them in a fresh, new, insightful way. And this is not fucking Quentin Tarantino style or epicness, but like I said, Escape Room is fucking fun. Even with that first scene, I was worried. I was like, fuck, this is going to be a waste. Here we go. But then I was pleasantly surprised, and I'm in love with Deborah Ann Walsh. Like,
yes, sir.
Take her out to coffee sometime, and yeah, so that's you got anything? That pretty much sums it up, huh?
That sums it up.
And we'll come up with a rating system for these things, but these are like our short little episodes here where when we see a movie, we can talk about it right away. Hopefully, normally we'd catch these movies together, but this one we actually both saw in the same week. Fuck.
Yeah.
Normally it's like one person's a week or two behind on a movie or some shit,
usually me.
Or just skips it altogether. But we saw this one, and it's the first horror film of 2019, and I don't know about you guys, but fuck, man, I think 2018 was dope on horror films.
Yep.
And I
agree
think
with that.
Right now, you always see it when there's when it's that solid few. Like you had Hereditary, you had Halloween. Halloween was a huge hit, and we're gonna see a lot more remakes coming now. So whenever a hit, I always like seeing those years where it's good horror films, because we're gonna get a shitload of horror movies coming out now.
Yeah.
Studios are all gonna say, let's invest in some horror films because they seem to be catching on again.
No, this is exciting because we're about to see, we're in that age where at least we have the next 4 years of horror films, man. You know what I mean? Like coming to where they're going to stop. Yeah. And we have to enjoy this.
Enjoy it. Because it'll slow down.
It's going to slow down.
There'll be a lull.
But right now, we're on the rise.
We're on the rise,
There's so much horror coming, man. I'm excited.
And television is killing it. You know, well, the streaming sites, Netflix has been killing it with horror movies. I've been catching up on everything they put out last year, and a lot of good stuff.
I gotta finish Sabrina.
I got the Hill House. Like they're killing it. And then there's Shudder. Shudder's been fucking great with the Joe Bob Briggs and everything, and their original programming is dope. Like what I watched, The Witch in the Window, that was great. I'm blanking out. There's so many movies, but Shudder's killing it. So horror right now is alive and well, and this makes me excited for this year because there is a lot of horror movies coming out this year. And with this being the first film of the year and horror doing well right now, I'm like, shit. Even the shit that normally would be crap is like, this is fucking good.
Yeah.
Horror.
Right? Like, this is January.
That's what I'm saying. It's January,
and this is entertaining.
Yeah.
Cool.
So 2019 is looking fucking wonderful for horror films. And for all you horror fans, we definitely recommend go watch Escape Room. It's not a bad time at the theaters. And this was the first podcast of 2019, and we'll have it posted up ASAP. And we got more stuff coming down. I'm gonna post the Halloween episode when the Blu-ray comes out for you guys to listen to. That's finally ready. And hopefully we'll try and make this a consistent thing, regular thing for the horror reviews. But it's the Horse Train Podcast. Catch you guys later.